Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to quickly test to make sure that my share screen is working. I hope everyone is well, so just bear with me just a moment. So can everyone see this? Can everyone see this share screen? You should see a bowl of fruit and some writing. Can everyone see this? Yes or no? No? Okay, that can't be seen. I've got my husband, who's my technical advisor, shaking his head in the background. So let me go back and see what the issue is. Now, can you see it? Yep, okay. And what if I change it to here and then come back here? Can you see? Oh, hang on. That's not changed, has it? So I'm just looking to see how I can change. What's what I'm looking for? Okay, so hang on, live stream. Sharing. Okay, so I think I need to just talking out loud. So please forgive me. So can you now see this? Can you see like a tap? I think tap. Yep, excellent. Okay, so I think I've worked it out. Obviously, do let me know in the comments if this doesn't work, and let me just share this stream as well in our platform so that other people can join. So I'm going to just drop this link here. I'm just going to let my husband know. Can you send that in the WhatsApp group, please, and in our Facebook, please? Give me a thumbs up if that's okay, Jason. Perfect. All right, so guys, just wanted to make sure that as many students can see this. Of course, this will be processed at the end of this live, and you'll be able to access it then as well. But I just want to make sure that you can access it. So I'm going to scroll down. Just let me know as well. Can you see this when I scroll down, or do I have to keep going back and forth? Yep, perfect. All right. So in this live, I really want to jump on here because I've had a lot of feedback from parents and students saying that this method that I've been teaching about thesis statement has been really massively useful, which is why this Saturday at 5 p.m. I will be hosting a masterclass on essay writing. I want to say that right now. It's a free masterclass on essay writing. And of course, at the end of that masterclass, I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't offer you our paid essay writing course over the summer. So I will go through with that at the end of the masterclass as well. But I'll be giving you lots of free tips and guidance on essay writing on Saturday's masterclass at 5 p.m. And I'll get you the exact date. So that's Saturday, the 12th at 5 p.m. Okay. But feeding into that, then what I wanted to do is really hop onto this live and share with you a little bit more insight how to use this method. So this free guide, you can gain access to free guide. Again, if you want access to it, I'll send a link. I'll put a link in the description for you so you can download this. But I want you to think of it as TAP, to develop your thesis statement. So it's an easy 3-step method. Okay, so what is a thesis statement? You might not have heard of this. And if you haven't, don't beat yourself up about it. This is one of the frustrating things. I've been an educator for over a decade, and one of my pet peeves is that this is not taught in secondary school. I don't know why. If you go on to do A levels or university or any academic writing, you will need to be able to write a thesis statement, and it's because that's how you formulate your argument. And yet, it's not taught at secondary school. Now, on top of that, interestingly, writing a thesis statement helps a student to have more focus. It helps with their writing to have greater clarity, and it helps you as the writer. So it's surprising and mind-boggling. So this is why I always teach this to my students from year 7 upwards, and they find it hugely beneficial because it gives them a clear focus. And this is why, because the thesis statement is your main argument. It is what you're going to prove in your essay. So what you need to do is you can use this 3-step TAP method. TAP is a mnemonic to remember. It is 1, take a position, make a clear argument. 2, add your reasons, include 2 to 3 specific reasons why you have that position, and then preview the plan, show how this guides the essay. Or you can think of it as pack it into one sentence. So you can either have it as take a position, add your reasons, and preview the plan, or you can have it as pack it all into one sentence. Okay. So for example, take a position, state your clear argument or main claim. Don't just describe. You must make sure that you're arguing. So for example, Macbeth's ambition ultimately destroys him. That's a clear argument, right? It's a clear stance. Then add your reasons why. Include 2 to 3 specific reasons why. So Macbeth's ambition ultimately destroys him because it leads to murder, paranoia, and isolation. So can you see how throughout the essay, you're going to be proving that he commits murder, it leads to his paranoia, and it leads to his isolation. Okay? And so that really writes the essay. That gives you 3 main body points to focus on. Okay? And then you want to make sure that you pack it all in one sentence, and you want to make sure that you look at it, your plan as well, to make sure that you are clearly focusing on these key areas. Does that all make sense so far? Okay. And on Saturday, I will go into a little bit more depth about how you can add a little bit more to this to gain that grade 9, because for grade 9 standard, you need to be able to write a thesis statement. And again, I'll cover the mark scheme and what examiners are looking for. But also, I'll be showing you how you can write critically as well as personally. But this is going to help you to write personally, because if you go through, and let me just come here, let me just make sure that I have shared the screen. I don't think I have, so I'm going to have to stop sharing and reshare. Getting the hang of this now. So if I come here, hopefully you can see this. But before I go there, what I want to do is actually show you the mark scheme. Where are we? There we are. Yeah. So as you can see, the mark scheme: maintain a critical style, develop an informed personal response, and use textual references. Okay. And a thesis statement allows you to do that. I'm going to just give you a sneak peek into one of Saturday's model answers. So you can see here we've got love is a fruit. How does the writer express their attitude towards love? And just then I gave the example from the guide from literature, but this also applies to language for many essays. So you've got here the writer expresses their positive attitude towards love through the metaphor love is a fruit. That's a clear thesis statement. Why? Well, we've got here positive attitude, so we're going to prove in our answer that the writer has a positive attitude towards love. Okay, and we were saying this was primarily done or achieved through this metaphor. So now we're going to go into focus. So we can say by comparing the abstract noun love to the concrete noun fruit, the writer hints at their belief that love is beneficial to people. Thus, this can be inferred as fruit connotes health and sweetness. Moreover, the fact that fruit is vibrant and comes in different shapes and sizes suggests that the writer feels that love is something that everyone can enjoy. It is a universal experience. This interpretation is furthered by the fact that the writer deliberately uses the general noun fruit rather than a specific type. And actually, you can go on. So, and this is the beauty of having a thesis statement. So you can continue on. You can say, new paragraph. Furthermore, the fact that the writer has chosen to use fruit, which grows is from nature, suggests that the writer's belief that love is a natural phenomenon or a natural experience, and that it can grow and flourish under the right conditions. So can you see how you can add more to it just by this one single sentence? And that is the power of the thesis statement. So if you've enjoyed this, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you can gain more tips and resources. Make sure that you tune in on Saturday at 5 p.m. for the free masterclass on essay writing, where I'll be going into more depth about how to structure an essay and thesis statement. Make sure you check out our store where we have guides there, very cheap as chips, as they say, so that you can get specific guidance for specific areas that you need. And do make sure that you leave a comment. Do you have any questions? But otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday at 5 p.m. for the free class. Bye for now.